Okay, I'm getting tired now. I'll read just one more chapter and then I'll read some more tomorrow. I'm going to upload at least one chapter a day, depending on how busy I am. It's a 23 chapter book, so just bear with me. Chapter 4 from the Kingdom of Wishes. The forest around Asha thickened and swallowed up the lights of a village she left behind. However, her lungs soon told her it was time to stop. At first she slowed down, but when even that didn't help the unpleasant burning sensation, she finally stopped. Almost out of breath, she forced herself to take a few more steps to the great willow tree. She leaned her back against it and lowered herself to the cold ground. It was here her father took her to observe the stars. It was here he told her the legends and stories that were dear to him. A smile crept across her lips at the happy memories. She made her way to the willow tree and carefully climbed its furthest branch. She sat down, looked up at the sky, and she remembered how her father said the stars were not simply flaming balls of gas burning millions of miles away, but guardians of the sky who hold power over the mortals in some strange, intangible way. She studied the millions of diamonds that danced before her in the firmament above and fixed her gaze on one. Star, if you can hear me, I need help. Not for myself, but for the people. She paused for a moment, trying to gather her thoughts. I want more for the people than this. Just waiting and not knowing if their wishes will ever come true. Being disappointed month after month. If we give them back their wishes, maybe they will be able to fulfill them on their own and we will give them hope. Not the blind hope they have now, but the real one. One that will drive them forward. So please, help me free the wishes from Magnifico's clutches. Silence, as she expected. Nothing happened. She looked once more at the brightest of the stars. Then with a sigh, she began the journey homeward. Yet she had not gone 3 paces when suddenly the sky grew brighter. A warm, gentle light illuminated everything around her. When it touched her, she felt an immense happiness and peace that she had never felt before. However, it did not stop, but grew rapidly until it flooded the entire kingdom. Asha fell to her side on the grass, stunned by the blinding light. But she quickly picked herself up, and when she saw what stood before her, her heart nearly stopped beating. It was a tall youth with thick, wavy hair of whitish yellow and eyes as blue as the sea. He wore a golden tunic, a cape and breeches of dark, iridescent blue with golden trimmings, and the inside of his cape was filled with stardust. And as he gazed at her with those intense blue eyes, Asha was filled with fear and wonder, for he was 10 times more alive than most people one meets in Rosas. Who are you? With a dramatic flourish, he bowed deeply. I am Raphael, child of the stars, prince and wizard of Callistrate, master of the Nereida, and I have come at your command. Asha rubbed her eyes and looked away. This can't be happening, she thought. Why have you summoned me? Why have you summoned me? I don't understand. Every day I look through my crystal mirror to observe the comings and goings of your world. My gaze turned to the island of Rosas, where I beheld you, a maiden in distress calling out to me. There are few among the lot of immortals who beseech us. Well, I did call to the stars, but I never thought I would actually receive an answer. You would not have called me if there did not live a faint glimmer of faith within the recesses of your heart. Tell me your grievance, that I might set it right. As Raphael spoke, he glided back and forth, his eyes fixated upon Asha in a passionate gaze, for he had never seen a human being so close. Asha shielded her eyes, overwhelmed at the magnificent creature before her. Can you tone it down for light? She asked. Raphael planted himself on a stone, and the light emanating from his body was dim, so that he appeared to be a mere mortal like herself. Asha told him the whole of her story. He sat very still, looking thoughtful, not interrupting until she was finished. "I am sure your brother has a good soul," said Raphael. "If it is within my power, I will retrieve his wish. However, such feats are not achieved by magic alone. Tomorrow you must procure for me a map of a palace and a suit of peasant's clothes, that I may not draw attention to myself when I visit your fair city. And now I must return to the sky, for I fear your magician has already been made aware of my presence, if he is as mighty as you say." "Where should I meet you?" asked Asha. "At the willow branch on the precipice when the bell tolls 3. "Thank you," said Asha excitedly. "Thank you from the bottom of my heart." "Until then, fair one," said Raphael with a gentle smile. He began to glow once more. As he ascended the heavens, he twirled faster and faster until he was only a small speck of gold. For a split second, there was a fountain of light as he crossed the barrier from Earth to universe. Then all was dark again. As Asha ran home, her feet hardly seemed to touch the ground. There was hope in her heart and wings on her heels.